Well, this game is called Row Scale UTC, as we're gonna be starting at this moment, as we're doing for just gonna be praying for a little bit of time, for just a little bit for a talking around the strait, and you think it's still winter out here. This is got to be the late winter drive around the rails. So if I'm gonna be driving some rail trains as well, I make sure that we're gonna be giving for ourselves a tour first. But before this, we got some full steam engines, diesel engines. We're gonna be absolutely adding two more, and that must be premium steam engines as well. Now I'm just absolutely using and turn the mode on, and I'm gonna be using with this perfect as this one. So as you can see that we're gonna be doing for this out, as I'm picking this kind of train within Norfolk and Western. Looks like we're gonna be doing such as pretty loud steam ever since it does not gonna be moving around here until it's not gonna be perfect whatsoever. So you should be able to get turn off the ID address as well. So if the train moves a little bit fast, looks like it's the 480, which is absolutely kind of just a little bit mistaken as well. So if we're gonna be moving somewhere else, that we're pulling somewhere Strasbourg coaches. If I just spawn for a Strasbourg 68, hello day, passenger car in Cherry Crest, as we're gonna be doing for some kind of an historical, I really think that we're gonna be doing such as gonna be premium plan as well. A very new plan that we're gonna be doing for such a very long time. By using a Norfolk Western train, pulling around with a lot of things as well. If you've seen as Red Rail, which is I'm gonna be pull some kind of morbidly for Strasbourg Pacific Line. So in some kind of terms of historic rails or something like else, I'm gonna be talking around for this not really soon enough, as we're gonna be speaking throughout for this one that we're gonna be using for the late winter drive on these rails. So I'm gonna be using for 440 as another 480s. The 480 is absolutely using for a Strasbourg 475, which is I can't able to use that kind of one opportunity that you should be able to use. But unfortunately, let's do for the historical way in the late winter drive. This is the winter car like this one, as we're never gonna be doing such as well. Let's change the address to train number 11 as well, as we're pushing into some kind of just a little bit. Now my choice is not even perfect, since I just gonna be moving all the way here into ourselves that we're heading towards into this one for kind of a Roblox railroad. So looks like it's some kind of just a little bit far, but I realized that we're gonna be doing some kind of Strasbourg things as well. Let's do for a kind of history that we're gonna be moving this on. The train number 11 is on our way first. At least the train is gonna be hitting through over 100 miles an hour. At least that we're gonna be doing such as gonna be a very long time for this week. So as you can see, this is some kind of first kind of responding this is as well. So it's going to be coming really fast, but unless there's some kind of a lumber station around here first, that must be another climax as well. Sitting down and waiting for one train as well. So looks like the train is coming here fast, and looks like that you might be able to give him a whistle. But unfortunately that I'm gonna be pressing the bell. It's still winter out there, and looks like the sun is always shining upon of us, and looks like we're entering inside of this kind of a lumbery woods as we came by into the station waiting for the train to arrive. As we look on to some kind of this other self, and we got a baggage car, 1 2 3 4 5 trains at this well. So even though our last couple of for a 440s is exactly in the 440s, that the train should be gonna be allegedly fast as well, but turns out it's not powerful enough. The train does not absolutely gonna be extremely powerful whatsoever, as we're gonna be moving out for a little bit to get down into the reverse. Now we're gonna be doing for a couple for just smoothly, just a little bit slow, hitting throughout for 5%. We got one baggage car, a passenger car, and another passenger car just gonna be like this. And that is gonna be all like I say. And we never gonna be know about this one. So looks like we're gonna be doing added one more passenger car until it's gonna be unable to move when this train does handle for so much weight. I think this train is gonna be holding for so much longer when the passengers may arrive at this moment, but looks like the train is gotta be leaving by the way, and we'll make for this hurry for instead that we're gonna be doing for just a little bit for once, and the train arrives backwards inside of that kind of station, which is so not pretty intensely quick. When the Christmas days are over, looks like it's still having some winter issues, but looks like we have probably that we're gonna be doing for such a very long time. But let the baggage car itself to move out for just a little bit. Now in the caboose, and we will wait for just 5 minutes until we're gonna be looking around for this route. Once the passengers has boarded, let's hear the whistle for shall we as well. As you can hear this some kind of a steam whistle. It does pretty sure that the train is gonna be on our way that we hit the bell first. And it does not even work. Now let's get into it for accelerating really slowly whatsoever. And the train will start to move for this one. And the historical railroad has started to came off. But the train does not even move smoothly. But the train was even slower as hell. And looked like some people just gonna be bored and going to stay by in the train. But looks like the train is gonna be moving a little bit smooth. But the train is gonna be going to move a little bit possible, but I must hurry by hitting 39%, and exactly it is gonna be a little bit perfect around this one. 40% has been perfect for this one. I need to wait for a lot of minutes until we're gonna be arriving at I don't really want to something like else. The train is gonna be moving a little bit slowly, but the historical winter has come off that for pretty first time. I have to turn on the chat filter on, and because there are no players in self, and let's gonna be filmed throughout the day in the winter side of this day. So here comes this right now. As the train moves a little bit, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 coaches have, including for caboose for something like else. So we got for a red lane for Union Pacific boxcars as well. There comes that one train, one locomotive, one baggage car, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rail cars, and the caboose. And we got 7 of them nearby the factory. Looks like in this factory, this is some kind of just extremely huge, but it looks like it's a volcano. So the train will lead into, and we will be right back after this kind of just situation. If the train just speedily in some kind of just 100 miles an hour, it does not absolutely gonna be moved so pretty quietly as well. So as you can see, that train is absolutely a little bit slow, but more even slow, such as the 440s. But I need to make sure that the train must be powerful enough. And because of that train was unpowerful as well. And because of that kind of just a little bit necessary, it needs more power that it should be gonna be using for the programmer. At least we need something for a powerful train in order to pull more coaches for itself instead of 6 coaches by like I say.
2 hours later.
Since I set down to 25% per throttle, looks like there must be the danger zone over here when some kind of cars go derailed by the same time. As we're almost there that we went up to the big station of the railroads, Now, if instead of the railways, exactly as I even though for one opportunity, even if we're gonna be going back to this one, as we heading back, it's pretty hard to find like this, and it's gotta be extremely impossible whatsoever. So, looks like the train is heading out slow, and the train will be arriving at this one. And I can see that I heard that this player has just joined the game. The train has leadden the way, and it has been arrived at the station. It looks like we're gonna be replacing some passengers, even in ourselves. That should be gonna be a little bit close, as we have spoken to arrive at the station, and we have done it for just yet. And the train has officially arrived, and but morbidly that we're gonna be doing for such a very long trip in it for just a little bit. And now the train is absolutely stopped it at the same time, as the train will be moving again, as we have our current railway system, and we have the biggest kind of widest wide belt of railway system as well. Our final stop is gonna be going right here, but otherwise some kind of I don't really want thing as well. Once the passengers have been replaced, looks like we got some I don't want to review for just a little bit yet. So I need to wait for a little bit more minutes as well, as we come to a continue when the passengers gotta be went off. Once the passengers had been aborted and replacement, I just absolutely gotta be going to cut off for the start of the video. Looks like the train is on our way to our final stop. Is gonna be a short way that we're not gonna go back for this way. So at least 30% per throttle. Looks like down to 25%. Looks like we're gonna be down into this other piece for like this one. As in terms of the railway service, looks like some other British trains are coming around the ring. But UTC means, and I don't really know about this, when the UTC stands for, looks like in a row scale sandbox, we're gonna be making around this huge and enormous railroad system with a massive railway system as well. So as you can see for this one, heading out for 40% of throttle as well. So as you can move for a scene around for a slower trains requires for high speed machinery trains as well. So as you never seen like this before, as some other trains are going to be moving really fast as ever since. So the railway train should be going to be moving against tightly. Looks like I'm just going to be turning up for a little bit for once. The train will be arrived shortly after this kind of just a little bit break for a long haul. Another steam engine such as British railway trains as well. So looks like the train has come into a deceleration as we pushing down the way down back as well. So if you've seen this for a very far, that I heard that kind of a low pitch whistle, and I can hear the big boys screaming out for this way. And looks like he's coming anyway. So looks like it's got to be the end of the video as well. So as you may not know about this situation, we could put ourselves that we're gonna head into 0% and the train has come into a complete stop, but some kind of this one, and it has come into a problem for this one. So looks like that's it for today's video, and looks like as we look onto the stop, and we have been set to 0, and we will end for this video for right now. So that is for today's for historic railroad system. I won't able to respond for something like else. And here comes the big boy railroading around for just a little bit, and he just turned into small ways that this guy right over here. So if you guys enjoyed for the road scale situation, leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. Thanks for watching for this time for some more road scale videos at this one. Thanks for watching, and this is Triple Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you guys all later, and I'll see you there by the end of the winter in February, that I'm gonna be see you in spring.